Afternoon. Good afternoon. Good lachish. We're Ishan. We got in about 8 o'clock this morning. And first of all, we had a problem with our transportation. This is a very unique dance group that you're about to see. We have some handouts here. It'll have the names of the dancers on one side, their clans. It also explains what our dance group is. The Shitkakwan dance group started about 3 years ago, and we are alcohol, drug-free. We're struggling with it. Some are still struggling, but that's our goal, is to be alcohol and drug-free. It explains on there that it's intergenerational. We're all working at it. We've all experienced the problems, the deaths, and everything else, and I know that you will enjoy the presentation that we are about to make. If Harriet Roberts is here, I'd like her to come up here and sit in this empty seat. Harriet Roberts. And first of all, I wanted to give tribute to Charlie Joseph Sr. It was his work that started this great expansion of the dances here in Southeast, and particularly the fact that we use our regalia properly. And he always said to be sure and give credit to whomever the songs and dances belong to. And so we'll dedicate the series to Charlie Joseph that we'll be doing throughout this program. I also want to mention Esther Littlefield, who died this last year. She was a great artist. She was a Kickside lady, and we had an appreciation dinner for her recently. And also Mary Perkins, another Kickside lady who died, and I regret to say that Al Perkins is not here. And because we lack elders, I did give tribute to Jessie Johnny. She couldn't be here, but she helped us a lot as we were starting, helping us to interpret our songs and our dances, and helping us and work with Dion on helping us to try to understand what we're singing about, so we could sing with some emotions as we sang those songs. And this first song they'll be doing is a coming in song, and it's Kate Took, and well, Charlie always said this was his song, and so that's what we're going to enter on. I'd like for Pat Alexander and Alice Titel, Shelley Beltran, and David Sam to come forward, please.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce my mother. Her English name is Harriet Fawcett Roberts. Her Tlingit name is Stan At, and she's been a volunteer in the Elders Reception Center there. Could you stand, please? Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'd like to introduce my mother. Her name is Nancy Littlefield, and she's from the Clackawan Haines area.
Kunshchish, I'm Kugan. I'd like to introduce my mother, Bessie Kitka, Bessie Kanash, and she just recently moved back here to Juneau. And I just wanted to take a couple minutes also to mention that it feels so good to be part of this dance group, alcohol and other drug-free. And especially for me because, along with my mother here, I also have my daughter, Jean Angelica Sam from Anchorage, dancing with us, as well as a couple nephews, Sam Payana and Larry Young, and a niece, Ruby Murphy. But it feels so good to be up here with them because so many things have happened in our lifetimes as adults, and it feels so good to have an alcohol and drug-free dance group along with some of my nieces and nephews. Kunshchish.
I'd like to do explaining here, okay? We got in here and they said about 30, 40 more minutes, and the group before us finished in 10 or 15 minutes, so we're caught short here. And I've asked Grace to introduce her mom. Shelley Beltran ran home to get her regalia because I said we had a lot of time yet, would you believe?
I believe it. I'm Grace Katas Larson, and my mother, Elizabeth Nelson Katas. Her nickname is Queenie. Her tribal name is Takwanedi. Her Tlingit name is Kawashkat. And I told these elder ladies, behave, no stripping. Thank you.
As a dance group, we were sadly lacking with elders. I'm the only Ishan that they have, so I thought this would be a good time to acknowledge our young women up here in the front and their children and grandchildren that are part of the group. I'd like to acknowledge Dostieff, if she would stand up, because a lot of these are the products of her work, and Alice Williams and Nellie Lord and those here too. Okay, the first song that we'll be doing is what, Dion? Forgot. Old Sitka, and I'd like to say a few words about this because when we were first starting with the younger dances, Qajihin, that's what we call them, the Old Sitka dancers, and Katlat said that a long time ago one of the men went out and he was out gathering food or whatever. While he was out, the weather turned really bad, and he wasn't sure that he was going to make it back. You know how it is when you're out and when you're thinking about your hometown, you always want to go back there. And so to go back there so he could die happy. Old Sitka, who's belong to Dion? Thank you, Ethel. Chukanady song, and we'd like to thank the Chukanadys for letting us do this song. One thing that Katlat always said to us down in the program, you are all my grandchildren. You have the right to do these songs and these dances. And I really liked the way he felt about this because he wanted us to share that. There is a book that was written by Nora Dowenhauer and Dick, and the first elders conference was held in Sitka, and he more or less told the elders, this is what I have done. You can either approve it or disapprove. And they were amazed at the songs and the dances that the young people were able to do, and they did some of the very old songs, and I always liked Astias Ethel Mackin and his explanation. He says, like taking out a real precious box, and you open that box, and it's very precious and very special. They approved of that, and they said the time has come to pass these songs and these dances on to our children and our grandchildren. And a book was written as a result of that program in Sitka called Because We Cherish You. And those were Kathat's words as he was talking to the elders there. And so I feel like he gave me permission, and everyone and the elders all acknowledged the fact that this was good, that we should continue in this line and not be jealous and everybody saying that's my song or whatever. I never ever heard him say anything bad about anyone. We're enjoying our culture. You watch these dancers here. We grew by leaps and bounds in the last week, so we have a big dance group, and I'd like to welcome all the dancers that are here. It kind of shows me that what they learned has stuck with them, and they want to continue on with what they have learned. The old Sitka song.
Hooray!
Like all dance groups, we're not ready to come for celebration, okay? But we're here, so I guess that's great. I'd like to mention the fact that this staff was given to me by Fred Hope. It has a frog on it. And he said they used to think of me as the woman that went away to college, and now they think of me as a leader, which I think is really a great tribute to myself, and I really do appreciate that. And he's a kick-sutty man, and I'm glad that he did that for me. I'd like to do some recognition here of one of my daughters for Jennifer Brady Morales. I'd like everyone that has an emblem that was given to them by Jennifer to come forward and show your emblems. All those that have emblems from Jennifer. Ricky Joe, get out there. Thank you, Little Sheesh. All those who have new robes that were made special for this occasion, would you please come out and show your robes? Some may not have their emblems, but they worked on them and got them done. Thank you very much. I'd like to mention the fact that E.J. Williams has been working really hard on a special headdress. He really worked to try to get it finished. He spent many, many hours on working on his headdress. It's a shakiyat, and I'm real proud of him. E.J., would you step forward, please? He's still finishing it up, and sometime we'll bring it out at an appropriate time. And I'd like to let you know that we did a lot of fundraising to come, and some of the people that helped us with the fundraising, some of you have papers with that on it, and it says acknowledgments. The Sealaska gave us $2,000, Inc. Sitka Tribe of Alaska, $250. Fred Beltran made a small bentwood box. Jennifer Brady Morales made a 12-inch drum Raven Eagle. Faye Court from Wrangell made a miniature earrings along with miniature necklace, beautiful, woven. Judy Brady Lindoff made a fully beaded raven, and we took in about $700 on that. So we really would like to acknowledge these people and for helping us to get here. Little sheesh ho ho. You can give him a big hand, okay? Then when we got our letter saying that we needed to make a banner, I thought, oh, great, now how are we going to do a banner? So Christine Sam, is she here? Christine? Oh, I guess she's not. Anyhow, we told her about it. She went to Doe Star, and they put together the banner you saw today that says Shitkakwan Dancers, and I thought they did a really great job on that. I just was amazed because I had no idea in the world how we'd do something like that. And I'd like to acknowledge Willie Jackson. He worked last night on the bear ears for the two young fellows. They told us that the next dance group is not going to dance. I could take all the time I want. I'm not stalling, but I'm trying to remember the things that I need to say. Are my slippers here yet, Ethel? Okay, the next song that we'll be doing is a Kiksadi song, Shkawach Yech, and they love to do this song. To me, it's a very difficult song because it goes up and down the scale, back and forth, inside out, and so forth. So Shkawach Yech, a Kiksadi song. And if I don't explain it right, you can blame Ethel because she wouldn't come up here and help me. Okay, I'll introduce the dancers. I'd like all of the Eagles to come out. Hey, we can do better than that, Eagles. Come on. And these are the Eagles. And these are the Ravens. And these are the Sheet-Kakwan Dance Group. We'll now bid you a fondue. I don't know what that means, but sounds good. So we're going to be doing a Kakwantan exit song, and we thank Herman Kitka, Kashlat, and all the Kakwantans going out song. Thank you. Been a great audience. Either clap or don't clap, okay? Where is your enthusiasm? I'm in full regalia. I have my slippers, thanks to Ethel.